Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. My name is Cody, and in the last exciting episode we defeated a Virage, an optional boss here in the Forbidden Ruins, and now we're off to see the real boss. And he is, I've been talking him up for a while because I'm kind of terrified of him just from bad past experiences. For various reasons. You'll see when we get to the fight. So this room, by the way, there was a little puzzle here, and by puzzle I mean we had to press all those switches, and enemies would come out until we pressed them all. But that, along with these treasure chests here, you'll see that I sort of, while I was grinding and preparing the characters for this fight and the Virage fight, I kind of just opened the treasure chests and solved the puzzles, but that's okay. They weren't particularly exciting, I believe, treasure chests or puzzles. I think I got a new weapon upgrade for Dart. What's the big important part of this episode is going to be this boss fight, so I'm just revving myself up for it. This boss fight, if we make a wrong move, it could kill us quite quickly. So we just have to be careful. I know I've been hyping it up for a couple of episodes, but I seriously had so much trouble with this as a child. The reason being, well, this is the Dragon Block Staff, and a fight in this room with the Dragon Block Staff involves the Dragon Block Staff being activated and not being able to use our Dragoon powers. Essentially, if we turn into a Dragoon for this boss fight, the Dragon Block Staff will reduce us to like 10% of our attack power and 10% of our defensive power, and attacks will do like 2500 damage and kill us instantly. So basically we cannot use Dragoon power during this fight, which is, it's all going to rely on our additions, and that's why I've chosen Albert and Kongol, who are our two slowest characters, and they're the two weakest to magic, which isn't particularly good for this fight, but they're also the best at, they do the most damage with additions. If I had trained up Hashel or Rose a bit more, I probably would have preferred to take them, because, you know, there's just some good synergy there, I guess, but their additions aren't that great right now because I haven't been using them. So Rose's Demon Dance is only at level 1. If it was like level 3 or so, I might take her. But yeah, right now, this is probably the best team we've got. Meru sort of becomes a bit useless in fights where you can't turn into a Dragoon because she's very magically focused as a character. Though she would also be, there's a lot of choices that you can make for this boss fight, but I chose Albert and Kongol for this fight for various reasons. One of which is, well, we don't use Kongol nearly enough. So this is going to be his chance to shine against this guy. Welcome to the Grand Jewel fight. This is the fight that I've been dreading all disc. You know, the hype is real here. This might take me a couple of episodes, unless I'm surprisingly, how do I put it? Unless I'm at a surprising level of power, I guess, because it's entirely possible that I've trained up perfectly for this and there won't be an issue here. Yeah, you can see I switched into Dragoon form, and I've just been talking about not doing that, so you're probably like, why are you switching into Dragoon form? It's because I have got only one level of it, which means that if nobody stays as a Dragoon, the Dragon Block Staff won't activate. This is a little countermeasure that I came up with after a few deaths to this guy. Perfect. I'm getting some good Dragoon additions here. Because basically, yeah, if if someone stays in Dragoon form for any length of time, Dragon Block Staff will activate, Dragoon powers will be vastly weakened, and we'll be in deep, deep trouble. But hopefully we'll be okay. I'm already not feeling it. Alright, so this is a light type attack. It's not super effective against anyone in particular here, but Kongol has a magic weakness. He'll probably lose like a significant chunk of his health in particular. Oh, that is nasty. That's... yeah, that's bad. And it left Albert at two ranks of SP. I was going to use his Rose Storm, which is why this is somewhat of a problem. But let's just try and tank our way through this. I should have been a bit more careful while I was preparing earlier. But now we can't use Rose Storm because it will destroy everything. I hate this fight. I hate this fight. Alright. What am I going to do here? First off, I'm going to put an Angel's Prayer on Kongol. I'm going to use the next opportunity to get like a healing rain going. I don't know why he keeps using these ultra powerful magic moves. It is a pain. Healing rain. Yeah, these are like my most prized healing items. I would prefer not to use them, but if we're going to use them anywhere, it's going to be here in this fight against this monster. What are you doing now? Oh yeah, this guy has a few other interesting techniques. For example, this, I've never been sure exactly what it does, but it says level down, and I guess it just like temporarily reduces the level of the characters. Oh, and you're going for a ground type one against Albert. And you've had like 3 turns in a row as well. I mean, I was sort of expecting it because, well, he's, because we've chosen the slowest possible team. But sorry, I'm just pausing because I actually have to strategize now. I'm trying to think of what we're going to do, because even at the level of strategy we've planned out, this Grand Duel is trouble. It keeps using powerful magical attacks. All of my characters here are pretty weak to magical attacks, but the trade-off is, of course, that the characters that have a strong magical defense also have a strong magical offense and a weak physical attack. And physical attack is basically all we can use here, apart from items, and I haven't stocked many of those. But it's okay, the Grand Duel's at the yellow point now. We should be okay. I'm telling myself that because I'm nervous. I will openly confess, this is my 3rd time doing this episode, because I ran into a bit of trouble with this guy in the last few attempts. Oh, I wish I'd... I want to use Dart to do some stuff with like speed ups and power ups, but I don't get a chance to move. By the time Dart's move comes around again, the Grand Duel has wiped out our party. So for now, I'm going to use a Healing Fog on Albert. We're going to forget about Kongol for now. We can't keep everyone alive at once right now. But what we can do is we put speed up on Dart. That speeds up his next 3 turns or so. So he's going to be faster than usual for a little while. It's going to give him the chance to use items. It's going to give him the chance to help these guys recover. But not too much of a chance, because here he goes again with another level down. Probably followed by another attack. Because because the Grand Duel is more like a grand annoyance, and it's a grand pain. Here we go, and this is probably going to wipe out Kongo again immediately after I revived him. So you see how this is a never-ending cycle of I can try and revive Kongo, and you see I can't use my Dragoon powers anymore because I'm already up to level 2 Dragoon, which if I use Dragoon powers right now, it will wipe us out. So all I can do is just keep using Angel's Prayers and hope that we get a chain of turns that allows us to actually set up a defense and counter attack. What I'm going to do is, what have we got? I'm going to use Last Healing Fog on Kongo and try and keep everyone alive and attack our way through this. Oh, but see, look, we get like a turn. And now they're dealing, I think this is light damage to Albert, which isn't too bad. And when I say it isn't too bad, I mean it's going to knock off the majority of his health. But this Grand Duel is at the yellow. I mean, if we were able to keep attacking, he would be down fairly quickly. The issue, as you can see, is that we have to be constantly on the defense. But let's finish off this Grand Duel. I do not like this Grand Duel, and I am going to get in a lot of trouble. What is this? I've forgotten what this... Oh no, this is the other thing the Grand Duel does. So the Grand Duel just healed itself for like our last 3 turns worth of attack. It healed itself at 1300. We just did 200. We'll be doing less and less damage over the course of the fight, I think, because he keeps leveling us down, which lowers our damage as well as our defense.
Blossom Storm.
Flower Storm still does a considerable amount because it's one of the best moves in the game. Just keep attacking. Luckily they're not attacking Kongo right now. They keep going for... Grand Duel keeps going for specific attacks. On like Dark for some reason. So that means that we can... hold on. I wanted to use some other stuff, but... right now I think this would be the best option. I'm basically just using Dark as my items guy because he's the fastest of the team, and he does the least physical damage. Another level down, that's great. I really love doing even less damage than usual. That's great. Thanks, Grand Duel. I really appreciate you. You're the most appreciated boss in the game. Oh, and of course, he gets a second move in a row, which is to use a winged type single target attack on Kongo, who, even though he's at full health, this is going to be devastating. Yeah, that was a considerable portion of his health. But it's okay, the Grand Duel's in the red. We're going to finish off this duel. We're going to get the Dragon Block Staff. We're going to use it to defeat the Divine Dragon. And you are not going to stop us. Let's do this. Before he heals again, let's take him out. See, they're doing less and less damage each time because of this level thing. But if we've got... No, I was hoping we had some good luck there, but no such luck. Alright, so this is going to deal like 700 damage, but that's okay. We're okay, everyone's fine. I'm going to use this opportunity to use a power up on Albert, who, as you can see, he's still dealing a good amount of damage. So he's probably our best chance right now. I'm going to guard with Kongo. Guarding in Legend of Dragoon, by the way, is unusual in that it's a legitimate strategy. Usually in RPGs, guarding something to do when you're bored. Here we go. But here it covers health as well as everything else. That was close. But we did it. In the next episode, we're going to take this Dragon Block Staff out of here. See you then.